welcome back to my channel. Let's jump right into this eyebrow tutorial because these brows are looking crazy and we got to do something about it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is grab a clean spoolie, and with this spoolie I'm going to just brush my brows up. The front of my brows, I'm going to brush it up, and then the lower half of my brows, I'm just going to brush it down. This helps me gauge kind of, where my shape is. It just gives me a good idea of where I need to clean up on my brows. So I'm going to take some good old Vaseline, and I'm just going to line that under and above my brow. And I clean up my brow at home. I've had too many horrible experiences getting my eyebrows done. So I just like to just clean them up by myself. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I do that, as well as how I fill them in. So I'm going to take that same spoolie and just do the same thing I did again, just brush those brow hairs in place. And then I'm going to take this eyebrow razor. You can literally get this at the beauty supply store for like $1. And this is what I love to do to clean up my brows. I've never tried to wax my own brows or thread my own brows because I personally am not just trying to put myself through that. So I just clean up under my brows, and then I take a clean paper towel and just wipe off the excess on the paper towel. And I try to follow my natural arch. And with my brows, well, this time I was trying to thin them out a little bit because they were just growing like crazy. So I'm just going to follow the natural arch of my brow and just clean it up, as you guys can see. So next I'm just going to get that paper towel, and then I'm just going to wipe off the Vaseline from my eyebrow. And you can see here, I don't like my brows super defined. I just kind of want them cleaned up. So we're just going to move on to the next brow. And I just want to let you guys know that your brows are sisters, actually more like cousins than they are twins. So just be, gentle with yourself if your brows don't come out perfect, because look, you know how with eyeliner, if one eye is like longer than the other, you try to like adjust it and perfect it, and then you end up making it worse. That's the same way with your eyebrows. You want to just kind of get them as even as possible, but don't try to like go crazy making them perfect, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that might not turn out so well. So I'm just going to do the same thing, clean up under the eyebrow and then clean up on top of the eyebrow, and wipe it off when I'm done. So this is how they looked before, crusty and busted. And this is how it looks after, just more defined, more cleaned up. Just looks overall better. And next, I'm just going to go in with my moisturizer and just moisturize that area, because we did do a little bit of shaving. Now moving on to the makeup application. So I like to do my brows after I do my foundation. So I did my foundation off camera, pop back on, and I'm going to take some Got To Be glue spray. Yes, Got To Be glue spray. And I'm just going to take my spoolie that I use when I'm doing my makeup. And I'm just going to spray that on the spoolie. And this is going to lay my hairs down. Because right now my hairs are just sparse. They're all over the place. So I like to use that as just kind of like a hold. And these are the two concealers that I use. I use my Ruby Kisses concealer in the shade Ebony. And then I use a little bit of the LA Girl Pro concealer. I forgot the name of the shade, but it will be in the description box. And then these are the two products that I use for my eyebrows. So I take the back of my brush and I scoop out a little bit of the e.l.f. gel liner in black. And then I go in and scoop out a little bit of the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. So Ebony on its own is not just bold enough for me. So I just add a little bit of the black so that it can just be more defined. I like a more defined brow. So this really just gives me that effect. So I'm just going to follow the natural arch of my brow. And then I just extended it a little bit so that I can have a tail. And then I'm just going to extend it in the front as well so that I can have that more feathered look in the front and then have it gradually get more defined as you go further down the brow. So I like to line the bottom of my brows first. And then I go in and do all the extra stuff after. So once both of the eyebrows are lined at the bottom, I'm going to go in with my concealer brush and my concealer. I like to do my brows in sections just because, I don't know, it just makes it easier for me to manipulate my brow shape and how I want it to look than just like going in and just like filling everything in and then cleaning it up. So I'm just going to take that concealer and just literally clean up under my brow. I don't like my brows to be super, super bright. So that's why I lead with the Ruby Kisses concealer. And then I just mix in a little bit of the LA Girl Pro concealer. So then I'm going to take my concealer brush by e.l.f. and I'm just going to blend that out. And I'm going to go back and take that clean spoolie and I'm going to brush out the front hairs. Just because sometimes when you apply the Got To Be glue, they kind of get really crunchy. That's really the best way to describe them. They get a little crunchy, so you got to kind of brush them out a little bit. So I'm going to go in and do the same thing, line the top of my brows with that same pomade, and then proceed to conceal them. And then I'm going to go back in with that same concealer brush and just blend it out. And it's okay if it looks a little bit bright right now because I haven't concealed and highlighted yet. So when I go in and do that, it just all blends together and it doesn't look as harsh. So next I'm going to go in with a eyebrow pencil and I'm just going to go in and make hair-like strokes at the front of my brow. I like doing this with a pencil more so than using the pomade because I just feel like it just gives me those sharp lines that I'm looking for. And then lastly, I'm going to take some eyebrow gel. This is from e.l.f. and I'm just going to use that to just blend the product into my eyebrow. It's not necessarily to, lay my brows down because I did that with the Got To Be spray. It's just more so to just blend the product and make it look a little bit more seamless. Okay, thunder. But that's it for my eyebrow tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Peace and love. I love you guys so much. Mwah.